All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Sunday, May 12th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you starts off.
Yeah, guys, at the moment, I am 0-0. That's because I gave out the Cincinnati Reds on the money line versus San Francisco Giants. That game has not started yet. It's about to. I'm excited to get off here and hopefully watch Ellie De La Cruz hit one into the bay.
Yeah, I'm currently 0-0. I gave out the Chicago Cubs on the money line against the Pirates in the first five. It was 6-1 in favor of the Pirates. The Cubs had 2 outs, runners on first and second, and it was hit by pitch, walk, 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 single. It's now 6-6 in a rain delay. So we will see. They've got the bases loaded with 2 outs. Again, they're in a rain delay. Hopefully we can get one more across and avoid the push. But yeah, it was very exciting to watch. Trey, let's go to the player props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 1-0 so far on the player props. That's because I gave out Andrew Vaughn under 6.5 fantasy score going up against the Guardians. That game has not started, like I said. But my winner was Zach Littell under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the big bad Yankees. Littell, he pitched 5 2/3 in this home game, only allowed 2 runs, so he cashed the under.
Yeah, I had a one-on-one day here. JT Realmuto only had 1 single against the Marlins, so lost there. Paul Skeens was the winner. Came out under 15.5. I said he was going to go 4 innings. They actually let him go 5 innings, but he didn't record it out in the 5th inning, so he went 4+ innings. And then when you look at the stats for Paul Skeens and you didn't watch the game, you'd think he'd had a bad start. But he pitched 84. He went 4 innings. He did give up 6 hits, but the 3 runs were on the bullpen, and he struck out 7. His control was a little off, but I'm telling you, Trey, he looked good. I thought he looked really good. I think he's the real deal. Every single pitch felt like it was over 100 on the fastball. Everything was moving. He had people confused. 7 strikeouts is a big deal in your debut, especially after 4 innings. Also, the Pirates' attendance was double today. So Paul Skeens, I think he's the real deal, but we'll take the one-on-one day in the player props. Trey, have you start us off with the game picks tomorrow?
Yeah, guys, I'm excited to talk about the game picks today. I'm going to take us over to this Minnesota Twins going up against Toronto Blue Jays game, and this is going to be a very fun game to watch, especially whenever you look at see who the Toronto Blue Jays are throwing out there on the bump. Give me the Twins here to score over their team total. I'm expecting it to come out at 4.5 here because they're just getting a great matchup in this game. The Blue Jays, they're throwing out Alek Manoah in this one, and Manoah, he has had a hard fall from grace, and he was just brutal last season with a 5.87 ERA and a 1.74 whip with trips down to the developmental league and the minors. And Manoah, he's only pitched in 1 game so far this season, and he was brutal in that game too. Manoah, he currently has a 13.5 ERA with a 2.5 whip. He just got lit up in his only start of the season. He allowed 2 dingers across 4 innings, so he was just allowing the long ball, and that caught up for him. And I believe that the Twins are going to be able to get a hold of him in this game as well, because so far this season, Minnesota, they average 4.79 runs per game, which is ranked 10th in the MLB, and I believe that they can hit their average here in this game and rough up Manoah, and then Twins should be able to score at least 3+ runs on Manoah in this game, and then the Blue Jays bullpen, they're just going to give up a couple runs throughout this game to take us home. So I'm going to be taking the Twins here to score over their 4.5 team total against the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I do want to touch on this a little bit. I've been following this guy for a while now, and the game was against the Washington Nationals. I will say, do you take the full game over?
I took the team total over 4.5.
Okay. Don't be scared if he goes 3 innings scoreless, because against the Nationals, it was all in the 4th inning. He gave up 7 runs. So whenever this guy gets to the second time around the batters, third time around the batters, it's just like Patrick Corbin. He's going to give up a ton of hits. He's going to give up a ton of runs. So if the Twins start off slow, don't worry. It's coming. So I love the play there for you, Trey. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Kansas City Royals going up against the Angels. I'm going to side with the road team in this one, Kansas City, to win this game outright. We have a clear mismatch in this game on the mound in favor of the Royals, and we only have to fork up a little bit extra money to take them on the money line. Seth Lugo is going to be on the mound for them. He's been very good after coming over from the Mets and the Padres in 2022 and 2023. This has been one of the best pitching signs of the offseason so far. Seth Lugo coming in this game with a 1.74 ERA and a 1 whip. He's only had 1 bad start in the entire year. It was against the Baltimore Orioles. He gave up 4 runs in 5 innings. In his other 7 starts, Seth Lugo has given up a total of 6 runs, going 6+ innings in every single game. He does give up a little bit more hits than I would like to see, but he's very good at getting himself out of jams. And the strikeouts over the last couple of games has been very impressive to see. He struck out 22 batters over the last 3 games, and I think he's in store for another great game here against the Angels, who have been very bad offensively. The Angels are going to be countering with Patrick Sandoval, and although he's coming off a good game against the Pirates, I don't trust the guy whatsoever. And the Pirates, they haven't scored over 2 runs in 16 in the last 22 games. He does have an ERA of 4.85 and a whip of 1.49. And more times than not, he's going to give up 3 runs per game. His control has also been a big question mark this year. He already has 17 walks. I'm gonna trust my guy Seth Lugo in this game in the Kansas City Royals. We've got the better overall bats. We've got the better overall arm. Even the Royals here on the money line, has it gone up too much?
It's at minus 134, so it's still pretty good.
That's good enough for me. Give me the Royals here on the money line, minus 134. Trey, let's go to the player props. How starts off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to take us over to the batting props, and I'm going to go with Carlos Correa. And I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Blue Jays. I love this over for Correa here. We should see him ball out in this one and at least get a hit and an RBI in this game against Alex Manoah. And I already talked about Manoah here in the game pick section about how bad he's pitched this season. So Correa should definitely be licking his chops coming into the batter's box. And Correa, he has a .333 career batting average against Manoah too. So he should come into this batter's box with some confidence in his swing as well. And so far this season, Correa, he has a .274 batting average with 2 dingers, 9 RBIs, and 12 runs scored. So he's been making impact plays already this year. And I believe that that's going to continue in this beautiful matchup. So I'm just going to be hammering the guy who's near the top of the Twins batting order. Give me Carlos Correa to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Blue Jays.
Yep, love the play there for you. For my batting prop today, give me Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers to go over 1.5 bases against the Cardinals. I wanted to wait just a little bit longer to see if Christian Yelich had more rust to knock off, but I'm going to be done waiting after this game. He's been back for 3 games now after a month-long stretch on the IL. In the first game back against the Royals, he did not record a hit. In the last 2 games against the Cardinals, he's collected a total of 5 hits. He's brought his batting average up to .346 on the season. This is going to be a matchup going up against the guy who's given up the most hits in the MLB, Miles Mikolas. I'm going to trust Christian Yelich to win this matchup. I'm going to give out Miles Mikolas for my pitching prop, so I'm not going to talk about his stats. But I will say Christian Yelich has a lot of his extra base hits against right-handed pitching this year. He's collected 3 home runs on just 12 hits against righties. He's hitting nearly 300 on that one. Miles also struggles against right-handed hitters while he still struggles against all hitters, but he especially struggles against righties. I love Christian Yelich in this game. Give me him over 1.5 bases as the play. Trey, let's go with pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with a guy that Bear touched on earlier. Give me Seth Lugo, under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Angels. I really love this under for Lugo in this game because we should see him have another gem of a game here. And I believe that for a few reasons. The first reason is because Lugo has just been red hot this season. Through his first 8 starts, Lugo, he has a 5-1 record with a 1.74 ERA, paired with a 1.01 whip. And if you look at the advanced stats on Baseball Savant, they're not too kind for Lugo, but at the end of the day, he's still getting through his starts with almost no damage done. And I do expect that to continue here in this game, especially whenever you look at his matchup against the Angels. Los Angeles, they have just been struggling to score runs this season. During the first 5 innings of games, the Angels, they only average 1.97 runs per game, which is under this number, and it's also the 5th lowest in the MLB. I expect Lugo to have a great game here. Give me Seth Lugo to go under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Angels.
Yeah, Trey, I love the play there for you. For my pitching prop, I already said it. I'm going to take Miles Mikolas to go over 2.5 earned runs going up against the Brewers. Miles had a couple of good starts this season, but in the other 8 games that he's been in, he's either been bad or really bad. He's bringing in a career-high 6.43 ERA, also a career-high 1.48 whip this season with the St. Louis Cardinals. Over the last 2 games, he's been statistically one of the worst pitchers in the MLB. In those 2 games, he's raised his ERA nearly .60 points, only going 10 innings in the last 2 games against 2 teams who aren't considered very good hitting teams in the Tigers and the Mets. In those games, he gave up 15 hits, 9 total runs, 2 home runs. And the Milwaukee Brewers right now are one of the hottest teams in baseball, especially over the last 3 games. They've put up 18 total runs against the Cardinals in the first 2 games of this series. And Miles Mikolas, in my opinion, is the worst starter on this rotation for them. I expect Miles Mikolas to get destroyed in this game against the Brewers, who have been the best team in baseball right now at the plate. They are seeing the ball like a beach ball right now. Give me Miles Mikolas over 2.5 earned runs as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I want the Twins here to go over their 4.5 team total against the Blue Jays. I feel like they're just going to light up Alek Manoah here. And if he gets out only allowing 1 or 2 runs, we're going to make it up on the bullpen. I'm not worried about it. Give me Carlos Correa over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against that Blue Jays team. Parlay those same game parlay together, and you'll be happy. Seth Lugo under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Angels. I feel like he's going to have a very, very nice game here against Los Angeles, who's been struggling without Mike Trout.
Yep, and I agree. Give me the Royals here on the money line. Minus 134 is the play against the Angels. I trust Seth Lugo. They gave me the same game parlay just like you. Christian Yelich over 1.5 bases going up against Miles Mikolas' Cardinals. Over 2.5 runs against the Brewers. They've put up 18 runs in the last 2 games. They're going to keep up putting a lot of runs in this game. Love the plays there. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Sunday. May 12th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe down below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,